Okay, let's talk polynomial multiplication. So as we look at this first problem here, this looks a lot like multiplication we've done before. If you take away like maybe this 3x to the fourth, finger's a little too big, then it looks like we're multiplying just two binomials. Process is still the same. So what we would do in this case is instead of just doing first, outer, inner, and last, you also just have to include this third. So the way I like to think about it is you take every term from the first, multiply it by every term from the second. And that's what we'll be doing today. And you'll notice when we multiply, so how many, we can look and see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to get 6 terms when we multiply. And you can always see how many terms you have by multiplying the number of terms. We have 2 times 3, or 6 total terms. So let's just jump right into it. So it says, let f of x equal 3a plus 2, g of x equal 9a plus a squared minus 5, and h of x equal 5a plus a to the 6th minus 2. Number 1, f of x times g of x. So f of x is 3a plus 2, and g of x is 9a plus a squared minus 5. So we're multiplying here. Take everything from the first, multiply by everything from the second. So we'll start with 3a times 9a. 3 times 9 is 27. A times a. Remember, when you're multiplying variables, you add the exponents. So we have a to the first times a to the first, or 1 plus 1 is 2, so I get a squared. Move on to the next. 3a times a squared. 3 times 1 is 3. A times a squared is a to the third. Then 3a times negative 5. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. A times nothing, or just a. Next, on to 2. 2 times 9 is 18, and we have a. 2 times a squared is 2a squared, and 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Zoom a little for you. From there, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which does check out because 2 times 3 is 6. 2 terms times 3 terms. But we got to simplify. And the way we simplify is by combining like terms. Remember, like terms. Same variable, same exponent. So let's start with our highest degree, which is this a to the third. There aren't any others, so we just have that term. Move down to a squared. So we have 27a squared and 2a squared. 27 plus 2 is 29, so that gives us 29a squared. On to the next. We have negative 15a and 18a. Negative 15 plus 18 is 3, so I get 3a. And then lastly, just that negative 10 on the end. So we finish with 4 terms. So that rule about like 2 times 3 just tells you how many terms you end up with there, not at the end, because you combine like terms. Okay, number 2. F of x times h of x. So again, f of x is 3a plus 2. H of x, we're told, is 5a plus a to the 6th minus 2. So let's multiply these. So start with the first, 3a. So 3a times 5a. 3 times 5 is 15. A times a is a squared. 3 times 1 is 3. A times a to the 6th is a to the 7th. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 times a. Move on to 2. 2 times 5a is 10a. 2 times a to the 6th is 2a to the 6th. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Okay, 6 terms. Notice each of these separated by addition or subtraction depending on if it's a positive or negative number. Now let's combine like terms if we have any. And also just, it's good to write it in descending order, so highest to lowest exponent, finishing with just a number if you got them. So we have 3a to the 7th. No other a's to the 7th, so we're good there. We have 2a to the 6th. No other a's to the 6th, so we're good there. Moving, we have a squared, 15a squared. No other a squareds. We have negative 6a, and 10a, negative 6 plus 10 is 4. And then we just have that negative 4 in the end. And there we go. Okay. All right, let's do a couple more together. If you'd like to work ahead of me, you're more than welcome to, but let's jump into it. So let's multiply these. So notice, now we have 3 terms first and then 2. Same idea applies. We take everything from the first, multiply it by everything from the second. So I'm going to take negative 5x to the fourth, multiply by negative 3x. Negative 5 times negative 3, positive 15. X to the fourth times x is x to the fifth. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. X to the fourth, no other x's to multiply. Then we move to 2x. 2x times negative 3x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. X times x is x squared. 2 times 2 is 4 times x. Then on to negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9x. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Just make sure you multiply everything from the first by everything from the second. Then combine like terms if we can. So 15x to the fifth, no other x to the fifths. Negative 10x to the fourth, no other x's to the fourth, so no like terms there. No x to the third, so move on to x to the second, which is negative 6x squared. Don't have any of those. We've got 2 singular x's, 4 plus 9 is 13, and then we have negative 6. Next one. Everything from the first by everything from the second. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x squared is x to the third. And again, add exponents. 2 times 1 is 2. X times x is x squared. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And we have that x. Moving on. 3 times 3x squared is 9x squared. 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Combine like terms. We have 6x cubed. We have 2x squared and 9x squared. 2 plus 9 is 11. We have negative 10x and 3x. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. And then we have negative 15. Okay. Alrighty. So let's finish it up. You've got 3 problems left. So pause the video, give those a try, and then we'll go through them. All right. Did I catch you? I hope not. Let's look at this first one. What is that? That's addition. This is not multiplication. None of this happening. None of that. We're just combining like terms. So be careful. So we are adding. So we have 5x to the 8th, negative 8x is 4x to the 8th. We have 7x squared plus 3x squared is 10x squared. We have just this 10x, and then we have negative 2 and 12 is 10. Hopefully you didn't try to multiply those. There's an addition sign. Same with down here, we got subtraction. So remember when we subtract, distribute, negative times negative is positive 4. Negative times positive is negative. Negative times negative is positive. And then we still have that set on the left. And now just combine like terms. Negative 3b to the 8th is our only b to the 8th term. Negative 3b to the 6th is our only b to the 6th term. 3b to the 5th and 4b to the 5th is 7. And then 1 plus 4 is 5. And then we finished with what we've been doing, finished with that multiplication. K times 7k is 7k squared. K times k to the third is k to the 6th is k to the 7th. K times negative 1 is negative 1k, or just negative k. Negative 2 times 7k is negative 14k. Negative 2 times k to the 6th is negative 2k to the 6th. And negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Combine those like terms. We have 7k, or let's not do k squared first. We want to do k to the 7th first. So we have k to the 7th minus 2k to the 6th, so those are covered. We have then 7k squared. Then we have negative k minus 14k is negative 15k. plus 2 on the end. And there we go.